A lot of people think I'm incapable of this, but I can admit when I'm wrong. This is what I said about Zayn Malik after he did an interview where he basically said he didn't like the music of One Direction, but he performed it anyway for the money. Your job is to sell singles and albums for whatever label was stupid enough to let you put ink on a contract. And good luck with that, now that you told your old fans you thought what you made sucked, and you've shown the new fans you're so badly trying to pander to here that you're a fucking sellout. Your career just shot itself in the head. If you're lucky, it's not completely dead. Maybe the suicide was botched, and your career's still clinging to life, just a crippled shell of its former self, only hanging on because of life support. And when your label pulls the plug after your first album doesn't even go gold, bye-bye career. I was wrong because I did what I should never do. Overestimate fans of anything. Zayn's first single, Pillow Talk, hit number 1 on Billboard and was 3 times platinum. He sold 3 million copies. His first album did go gold, which means it sold 500,000 copies. His recent duet with Taylor Swift for the 50 Shades of Mom porn soundtrack hit number 2 on Billboard. His fans said, "We don't care that you said the music we like sucks and that you just did it because it's the fastest way to separate us from our money. We still love you." So, note to self, don't ever expect more out of people. Always expect less. And so I shall, as Harry Styles becomes the 4th member of One Direction to have their solo debut, after Niall's This Town peaked at number 9 in the UK and number 20 in the US, and Louis' collab with Steve Aoki hit number 2 in the UK and, well, number 52 in the US. Blame it on Cake Toss and Steve, I guess, because clearly the perfect voice from One Direction couldn't possibly be the reason. Harry's song, Sign of the Times, debuted last week and, uh-oh, there was a problem. People couldn't listen to it on Spotify. Apparently, a glitch in the system meant it wasn't available, and according to news outlets and blogs, this could potentially stop him from being number 1 on the charts. Harry Styles just released his new single, and Spotify effed up, says Clio.com.sg.1.too-many, and the fans are furious. "That's what you call it, a glitch? To me it's called sabotage," says one person who believes this is a conspiracy from within Spotify. But wouldn't that sabotage Spotify just as much? Well, let's not put too much thought into that because reparations must be made. "Sue Spotify, honey. Sue Spotify, baby," says 2 delusional girls who feel you should be allowed to sue for not making a song available to a bunch of droolers that just want to click on it over and over to provide false data to the charts. "His position on the chart will be affected, BC, of this glitch. You need to fix it and give the streams back that he lost." Are you going to give him back the streams you took, or do I just cancel you with a quickness? Oh boy, I'm sure they'll be sad to lose that $10 a month. Although who am I kidding? They're probably a fucking free user. But give the streams back that they took? They didn't take anything, and there's nothing to give back. You still listen to the song once they fixed it. Nothing took those streams away. Another song didn't get them. You just couldn't play it for about a day. On Spotify. You know where you could have played it though? On your own computer when you bought it off iTunes. And this is where the real glitch that could affect it on the charts comes in. The fans are the fucking glitch. The RIAA and the UK charts calculate that 150 streams are equal to 1 download for their ratios. For every million streams, that's equal to only 6,666.66 repeated copies not really sold. Billboard used to say that 75 streams equaled a song, but that was 3 years ago. Some sites are claiming they're now on par with everyone else, so let's just say they are. None of these organizations claim that this is a commentary on how much each stream is worth in fractions of pennies because it varies too much, and also because it's probably not. You'll likely need way more streams to equal an actual song sale from a monetary standpoint. Let's talk about his competition in the US. Ed Sheeran's Shape of You, which is number 1 right now. It sold 85,000 copies last week, which is an okay number to hit when you've been on the chart for 13 weeks. It also had 46.2 million streams, which counts for 308,000 more song sales, which would bring him to 393,000 total units. This is the number 1 song. If Harry Styles can't beat that, then that is fucking abysmal. One site, Headline Planet, was projecting he'd sell around 150,000 copies. So it has nothing to do with Spotify. Harry Styles has nearly 30 million followers on Twitter. Roughly 30 million people have said, "I have an internet connection and I like Harry Styles so much that I want updates on his life and projects sent directly to my phone or computer." But they apparently don't like him enough to spend $1.29 on his fucking music. If even 2% of those people did, he would have had 600,000 copies sold, which would absolutely blow everyone else out of the water right now and definitely guarantee a #1 everywhere. You might not know this, but 600,000 is a bigger number than 393,000. And by the way, it didn't matter. On Friday, they announced it was #1 in the UK, with 39,000 copies purchased and 3.5 million streams for a total of 23,333.33 repeated fake buys. 39,000 copies sold. In the UK, where 64.1 million people live, gets you #1? As they say in England, you're having a fucking laugh, mate. So who's to blame if Harry Styles isn't #1 in the US? The fans, not Spotify. Here's a screenshot from the US iTunes chart on Tuesday night, only 4 days after his song was released. It was already #3, losing to the #2 song, That's What I Like, which was released in fucking November, and has been on the Hot 100 for 7 weeks now. By Wednesday, it was #5. Thursday, it was #7. Friday, it was #40. Is that a glitch? No, that's a fan base not willing to truly support their favorite artist. Clicking a play button over and over until you're sick of a song, that is not fucking support. Also, you'd have to stream this for over 14 hours in a week to register one pseudo sale. By that point, you're not possibly enjoying it. And in fact, it's claimed that some people just mute it and play it to get the numbers up. Fucking buy it. Americans, you pay more for a goddamn double cheeseburger at McDonald's. Brits, it's the cost of a couple of fucking curly whirlies. Save your lunch money, go to the store at recess, and purchase a $10 iTunes gift card and use it to buy the goddamn song. Use the rest of it on other songs by artists you pretend you're supporting by watching YouTube videos and oh so graciously turning ad block off because we gotta help our boys. No, but really, I'm sure he appreciates that half a penny your click generates, of which he only gets a percentage of after the label takes their cut. So like half of a penny, at best. Shitty sales numbers for music? Just stop your crying, it's a sign of the times.